don't think that you're doing this right. That's exactly what I thought when I first stumbled across the habits of old money families. I was scrolling through Pinterest one evening, sipping my decaf coffee and looking for frugal living inspiration when I stumbled onto something called the old money aesthetic. At first I thought it was just about fashion, classic blazers, pearl necklaces, tailored trousers, but the more I dug into it, the more fascinated I became. It wasn't just about looking polished, it was an entire way of life. Understated, intentional, and rooted in values that felt timeless, and I totally understood this. Here's the funny thing. I don't have old money. I'm no sprawling estates or family crests here, but as I read about their habits and learned more about them, I realized how much it resonated with me. These families weren't about flaunting their wealth or chasing trends. Instead, they focused on living simply yet elegantly, valuing quality over quantity, and thinking long term. It wasn't about having millions in the bank. It was about making smart, intentional choices with what you do have. I couldn't help but feel a connection to these wealthy people. As someone who's always trying to live frugally and intentionally, these ideas clicked with me in a way that I just didn't expect. It felt like proof that you don't need to come from wealth to adopt some of these habits. That night I started thinking about how I could incorporate a little old money philosophy into my own life. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun. Hi everybody, my name is Sara. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't know me, I'm the owner of FrozenPennies.com. I'm a financial coach, and as a family, we are debt-free. Let me share what I've learned with you. You might find it just as inspiring as I did. Value quality over quantity. Old money families have this figured out. Buying high quality items might cost you more upfront, but it saves you money and headaches in the long run. Whether it's a leather handbag that lasts decades or a sturdy piece of furniture that holds up for generations, they focus on quality over the hassle of constantly replacing cheap stuff. Plus, there's something so satisfying about owning things that are built to last. It's a little luxury that also reduces wastes. Here's how to get started. Look at what you use daily, your shoes, your coat, your kitchen tools. Upgrade those as needed items to better quality versions when your budget allows. You'll thank yourself when they hold up for years. Prioritize financial privacy. One thing I admire about the old money families is their ability to keep things low-key. They don't talk about their finances, flaunt their wealth, or get caught up in what others are doing. This helps them stay focused on their goals without feeling the pressure to spend just to keep up with appearances. Honestly, we could all benefit a little bit from this. It's a reminder that your financial choices are yours, not something to justify to anyone else. How to take action right away. Practice saying no to purchases or events that don't align with your goals, and keep your financial wins or struggles private. Less pressure, more peace. Live below your means. Here's a secret. Even old money families don't spend all their wealth. They live modestly compared to their income and focus on making their money last for generations. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about making intentional choices so you can save for what really matters to you. The bonus, you'll free up funds for things that add long-term value like education, investments, or my favorite, travel. Something you can do. Create a budget that prioritizes savings and essentials first. Cut back on unnecessarily splurges that put money toward an emergency fund or retirement account instead. Build generational wealth through long-term investments. Old money families play the long game. They aren't chasing flashy, high-risk returns. Instead, they focus on investments that grow slowly but steadily. Real estate, index funds, or dividend-paying stocks, which I know very little about. It's all about preserving wealth and ensuring it's still there for future generations. You can do the same, even if you're starting small. Actionable tip. If you haven't already, open a retirement account or start contributing to one regularly. Automate your savings to make it consistent and look into low-cost index funds to get started. For me, I'm starting with the Roth IRA. Avoid debt whenever possible. Debt is a wealth killer, and old money families know it. They only take on debt for things that grow in value, like a house. For everything else, they save and they pay in cash. This keeps them out of the high interest debt cycle and gives them the freedom to make financial decisions without being tied down. Your next step: focus on paying off high interest debt first, like credit cards. Once you've done that, prioritize saving for big purchases instead of financing them. An emergency fund can also help keep you from falling into debt when surprises pop up. Embrace frugality. It's surprising, but even the wealthiest old money families know how to be frugal. They don't spend carelessly, and their indulgences are intentional, not impulsive. Frugality isn't about being cheap. We know this. It's about choosing what matters most to you and just skipping the rest. Pro tip: be mindful about your spending. Use a shopping list, hunt for sales, or try coupons. Reframe frugality as a way to reach your financial goals faster, not as a sacrifice. Maintain timeless elegance. The old money look is all about simplicity and timelessness. Classic styles that never go out of fashion. Whether it's their wardrobe or their home decor, they avoid trends and focus on things that exude quiet confidence and sophistication. It's proof that elegance doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Start with this. How about a capsule wardrobe? Neutral, high-quality pieces that you can mix and match. When decorating your home, look for durable furniture with classic designs that will look great years from now. Invest in education and lifelong learning. For old money families, education is one of the best investments you can make. It's not just about degrees, it's about constantly growing and learning through life. They see knowledge as a tool for making better decisions, unlocking opportunities, and contributing to the world. An actionable tip for you? Commit to learning something new, whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, or taking online courses. Treat it as an investment in yourself and your future. Support causes that matter to you. Giving back is a cornerstone of old money values. They're big on philanthropy, whether it's through donating money or volunteering time. Supporting meaningful causes not only strengthens their communities, but it also gives them a deeper sense of purpose. Your next direction: start small. Donate a small amount to a charity you care about or volunteer a few hours a month. Even little acts of kindness can make a big impact over time. Build and protect a legacy. Old money families think way beyond their own lifetime. They focus on building a legacy, not just wealth, but values, traditions, and lessons that can be passed down. It's all about creating something meaningful that lasts long after they're gone. Your takeaway could be to start with a simple will or real estate plan to ensure your assets go where you want them to go. Share your financial lessons and family traditions with loved ones to inspire the next generation. Here's the thing about old money. It's not about being born into wealth. It's about habits, mindsets, choices that make wealth last. The truth is, even old money families had to start somewhere, learning to live below their means, invest wisely, and prioritize quality over quantity. If you've ever thought, I'm just bad with money, let me just stop you right there, because you're not as bad as you think. You're here, you're learning, you're thinking, and you're taking steps to improve. That's exactly what it takes to build a solid financial foundation. Old money habits aren't about perfection, they're about small, consistent actions that grow over time. So give yourself some credit. You're already moving in the right direction, and with a little patience and intention, you're capable of so much more than you realize. And if you need a smidge more encouragement, watch this video next.